Welcome to Season 2 of the Illuminated Page, a show for readers and writers. We talk about books, book-related topics, authors, what they do well, and how we can recognize those things and maybe do them ourselves. Surely one of the greatest comic writers of the early 20th century is P.G. Wodehouse. He's created so many lovable characters. Probably the best known ones were Jeeves and Wooster. Now, if you haven't heard of Jeeves the Butler, you might be familiar with the search engine Ask Jeeves, which has not lasted as long as his literary predecessor has, which, all things considered, is probably a good thing. One of Wodehouse's strengths is that he highlights the frivolous, and I'm not just talking about frivolous plots and frivolous characters and frivolous situations and frivolous dialogue. Wait, yes I am. That's exactly what Wodehouse is. It's completely frivolous. Believe it or not, this came as a great encouragement to me at a time in my life when I really needed it. These books ring true to us because we know that in life we need a break. We need a break from the true crime and from reality. We need to be reminded of laughter and light and complete silliness. And in P.G. Wodehouse's books, we're reminded that it's okay not just to have those things in our lives, but to completely enjoy them. Things don't have to be weighty and serious to matter, and they don't have to be weighty and serious to be enjoyable either. As a matter of fact, I've enjoyed these little P.G. Wodehouse novels more than I've enjoyed some of the more important and necessary tomes that I've had to plow my way through on my way to fulfilling my educational objectives, whatever those may have been. Boy, that was a sentence. When I started working on my first trilogy, I went through a period of self-doubt. Not just doubt that the books weren't any good, I think that's normal for every writer, but doubt that the books, even if they were well written, would matter. I mean, my first trilogy is a trilogy of frothy novellas, and if you want to compare them to something weighty, like episode 1, we talked about Dickens. I mean, his books could be used as doorstops. Not that I'm recommending you do that. Oh my goodness, why did I start talking about doorstops? The point is I worried that my books weren't any good, not because of the writing, but because of the subject matter. They're silly. They're funny. Well, they're meant to be funny, and I find them funny. I worried that they wouldn't matter. And then I remembered that one of my favorite writers is P.G. Wodehouse. Look at how his books have stood the test of time, and look at the reason that they've stood the test of time. There's a place in the literary world for fun and frivolity and silliness, and we can learn from it as well. I believe humor is instructive. If you're curious to see how I attempted to use humor in my stories, check out one of my books. Not only the trilogy, but my nonfiction, Proper Care and Feeding of Singles as well, and my Christmas novella, Murder on Burchardville Hill. It is a heartwarming tale of holiday mayhem that, believe it or not, will make you chuckle from time to time. The point is, we're out of time for today. So tune in next week when we'll talk more about books and writers and becoming better readers and better writers ourselves. See you then.